The whole effort is to make the limited human being connect with the unlimited. This is always the fundamental of Eastern life. This is not a culture based on some religious belief. We're always seeing that cosmos is just a larger manifestation of who we are. Otherwise, or another way is, we are just a tiny micro manifestation of the cosmos.
But that's what science also says. I mean, you are part of the energy, you are part from the…
To some extent, but serious scientists will not accept that. So because of this, the whole effort is to connect. Why should I connect? Well, every human being, wherever he is, whatever he is in his life, he's always trying to be something more than who he is right now. If that something more happens, he wants something more. If you look at it, he's always longing to become limitless. There is no particular boundary which will settle him. It is the boundlessness which will settle him.
But isn't it just a thought? Or is it…
It is not a thought, it's a longing.
Longing generated by a thought?
No. Longing is generating thoughts, not the other way around.
Yeah, but it's a vicious circle.
No.
It's a continuum of thoughts.
No.
And it goes on from like a relay race, we pass it on from one generation to another and you strengthen. Is it a lint of myths?
You don't teach anything to the next generation, still they will long for something more. It is just that if you're living in a village, you have one cow, you're thinking of 2 cows. You're living in Mumbai, you are thinking of billions maybe. Because there is an innate longing to expand, always. Expansion, different people may find it in different currencies, depending upon what they're exposed to. That is thought.
Yes. So someone who lives
what
here…
you long for is a thought.
Yes.
But your longing is not a thought. Even if there is no thought, there is a longing.
Yeah, but what you long for, and especially in the case of spiritualism, when you say, I want to connect to the larger source, wouldn't it be very basic? It was not learned, it was not taught, it was not imbibed by me. I would not long for a superior sort of…
You wouldn't be able to articulate, but you are going towards the infinite in installments. It's a hopeless way to do it, that's all. It is the culture which cultures you to make you understand, don't waste your whole life going by installments towards infinite, it's not going to work. It'll become an endless run. If you want to say infinite, you start from 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll only become endless counting, you'll not make it. Your longing is fine, but the method that is being employed is hopeless. So, in this culture, from the moment you're born, they said there is no need to go in installments, you seek the ultimate straight away. The only reason why it's not possible is because you're thinking physical. Physically, you're trying to become limitless, which is an impossible thing. Because the nature of physicality is a defined boundary. Without a defined boundary, there is no physical in the existence, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, with this a defined boundary, you're trying to seek a place which is boundless. It is not going to work. See, there is something within every human being that he does not like boundaries. Suppose I imprison you in 5 by 5 cubicle, you will feel horribly imprisoned. If I liberate you tomorrow and release you into a 10 by 10 cubicle, you'll feel great for a day.
But is it so? Because I've seen stories of people who were born inside a cage. And isn't it that if you do not know the other reality at all, then this reality is your reality. And the desire for freeing yourself is not there at all because you do not know the meaning of freedom.
So, the desire is not for freeing
If I imprison a child, right from the one day the child is born, and he's suspended reality, he does not have any…
a little larger cage.
Do you think so?
Definitely.
Does a parrot want a larger cage, yeah?
Definitely. You do one thing, you put a parrot for 1 year in a small cage, release him into a larger cage, see how happy he will see. He will fly all over the place and he's very happy.
Is it my understanding of freedom which makes me feel that he's happy, or is it the parrot which is actually happy?
The parrot would be most happy if it can fly free. That is unquestionable.
But if the parrot was born inside the cage…
If the parrot does not know what it means to fly across in the sky…
Yeah, then what would happen?
It is always looking out of the cage because it wants the cage to expand a little bit. That you cannot deny. You try, experiment and see.
Yeah, I completely understand when it's known to you what it is to be free.
What you're trying to say is, this longing for freedom or expansion is a conditioned response.
Yeah.
If you're conditioned otherwise, you will not.
Yeah.
Not true. You may not think that big, That's why I'm saying people are going in installments.
Yeah, it's a good one.
See, wherever your parents were, you're taught to expand little more. You're not suddenly thinking of becoming the emperor of the universe, okay? You're thinking of how to be a successful businessman in Mumbai. But if that happens, you would like to be a most successful businessman in the country. If that happens, you would like the world, isn't it? If that happens, if there is a possibility to become the top businessman in the galaxy, would you try?
Yeah.
So that longing to expand is always there. How much you think beyond is dependent upon how you're conditioned. But the longing to expand is there. If that expansion happens, you seek the next. You're going towards the infinite in installments. It is a hopeless condition.
That's a very interesting one. I never thought like that. So, yeah, I always thought that, if you don't have knowledge,
That's not true.
you don't seek it. It's a chicken and egg.
No. No.
So you're saying you seek first, the knowledge comes later.
Only because people did seek, knowledge came. Knowledge did not exist to start with. To start with, knowledge did not exist. Only it's human seeking which brought all the knowledge and science and technology and everything, isn't it?
It started from somewhere for sure.
First, from seeking,
Yes.
from human longing to expand.